Old guy back in the studio again today, and I'm going to talk about the first band I saw live. And this was in 1966, and I was 15, and they came to our high school, and this is a band from Toronto, and it's the Ugly Ducklings, one of my favorite all-time albums, on top 10 for sure. And they put out one album, but I have two, but they're the same. This is an original, and this is a reissue. And I also have the CD, top band for me, and they only put out one album. They came to our high school. They're from Toronto, and I was in Kingston, Ontario. I grew up there, and they came to our high school twice. And the first time they came, it was a thrill. Here was a live band in our gymnasium, and they were playing original songs. They had a couple of Nothing was a great song, regional hits, and Just in Case You Wonder, check them out on YouTube, the Ugly Ducklings. And they had a strobe light, and they played original stuff, like I said, and they also played covers, of course. And there's a guy that almost looked like Brian Jones right there. There he is. And it was a thrill. And then about 6 months later, they came to our high school again, and I was right there again. The strobe light was going in occasionally, and they were playing. They were a great band, a great rock band in the tradition of the Stones and bands like that. And it was a thrill. Like I said, it was like actually seeing music in front of you, and then going down when this album came out, going down to the local record store, and they had a stack of them right on the desk because it's local basically. And I got this album, Ugly Ducklings, somewhere outside, but I'm all in. And a couple of years later, Savoy Brown came to town, and this is a twofer, but I had these albums a long time ago. I still might have Burnt Sienna there, I'm not sure. But anyways, Savoy Brown, top hat, sweaty little hockey rink in our town in Kingston. The Memorial Center, it was at that time. And blues band, that's where it got me into the blues rock. They were the foundation of blues rock. And shortly after that, The Who came to town, and I saw The Who. They were like 2-hour delay. Their equipment didn't make it. They had to get some local equipment, but still had to smash a guitar, and it was hot and sweaty, and it was in the summertime in a hockey rink, Memorial Center, the same place. And they were probably playing a lot of songs off this, and I think they were actually introducing a few songs, What Would Become Tommy. So after that, 69, there was Toronto Pop Festival. Right there, I got the poster, Johnny Winter, and I'll leave a little link to the video there because I talk about all the bands that were at the Toronto Pop Festival 1969. So that is a little video on the first band I ever saw live. Check out this album, Somewhere Outside by the Ugly Ducklings from Toronto. One album. They might have put out another album later on in the 80s or something like Reform, but this is it. This is where it all happened right here. So long.